Russia proved vulnerable to deception during the Ukraine war. Ukraine used decoys, mobile phone data and a host of other tricks to trap Russian troops. Problems with Russia's command structure and equipment leave it vulnerable to deception. Deception has been at the heart of some of history's most successful military campaigns. And it is an art at which Ukraine has excelled in its struggle to resist and repel Russian forces. In many ways we had to do this. At the beginning of the full-scale invasion, Russia's much larger army and equipment reserves appeared ready to crush any resistance. Therefore, Ukraine had rely on its ability to improvise balance the imbalance, taking advantage of Russia's mistakes and using deception and cunning deal a blow the invaders. Russian forces were vulnerable to deception. According to a report last year by the UK think tank Royal United Services Institute. Not because the soldiers were stupid, but because of weaknesses in organization and structure. It was stated that the Russian army lacks tactical commanders with experience in detecting suspicious intelligence or sensing that a situation poses a hidden danger. Deception was successful against Russian forces at all levels and in all three branches of service. The report said, Ukraine also suffers from leadership failures, but is admired for its shrewd ability to adapt, innovate and quickly seize vantage on the field. Meanwhile, Russia is often the perpetrator of its own disasters. A fleet of broken-down British farm trucks fools Russian snipers before and after the refitting of a British farm wagon into a Ukrainian military vehicle car for Ukraine. Ivan Alexei, a 25-year-old esports analyst, told Insider in December that he bought old British agricultural trucks and retooled them for military use in Ukraine. He said trucks had a crucial feature that allowed them to fool Russian snipers. Unlike other European vehicles, driver's seat was on right, not left. Alexei said his team often placed dummies on left side to aid deception, saving the lives of Ukrainian soldiers using refitted vehicles. Russian troops use mobile phones, making them easy targets. A Russian military radio is displayed during an outdoor exhibition of destroyed Russian military equipment and tactical equipment on June 15, 2023 in Kiev, Ukraine. The Russian military had serious problems supplying communications equipment troops during the war, meaning some had to use their own phones communicate. This allowed Ukraine to detect their location using mobile phone data and target them in missile strikes. In January, Ukraine killed 89 Russian soldiers gathered in eastern Ukrainian town of Makivka in one of the largest casualties during conflict. The Kremlin said Ukraine was able to locate the troops because some were using mobile phones in the area. In first weeks of the conflict, even senior commanders had to use mobile phones to communicate on battlefield. Ukraine successfully targeted a general and his